Okay, so today we are going to see about the AI agents in D365 Finance and Operation. Okay, so mostly we will be going to cover up the part of Supplier Communication Agent, which is already a part of a standard Dynamics 365 Finance and Operation. Okay, so let me go through the first thing about us actually. So we are Sinoplo Software Solutions. We are into this organization for about 7 years, and we are tagged with the Microsoft partner. We have been located in Bangalore as well as we have a branch in UAE, Dubai. So we actually consist of 28 members, team members. Mostly we are like into technology focus based company. So we have both like an implementation team as well as a product team. So if you could see about few of our services are Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. So where we take care of like integrations, upgrades, reports, data migrations, and as well as a code upgrade from 12 to Dynamics 365 as well as 9 to Dynamics 365. We do that. And as well as we have a services on customer engagement CE. So where we support like a customer service hub, sales, field service, as well as we work with some AI, and we also work with some IVR agents on that specific area. So then next coming back, like we have in Business Central also. So where we concentrate on that, like service operations on that area. And as well as we have a Power Platform. So where we will be like having like Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power Pages, as well as we work on some chatbot, Power BI, even on Fabric, latest technology we were into. And we work on some Copilot by using and Power Pages. That's also services we have provide. So these are the services we provide. And as well as we have a kind of like a product team, which we develop inside some internal products. This is about small intro on us. So let's get back into the main part, which is about AI agents. Okay. So coming back to this, it is like about a new generation of intelligent systems which actually can understand the informations, and also it used to provide the reasons for the business contacts. It is also used to make decisions as well as take actions by using an minimal human interventions. So you all know about the automations. So usually it has a predefined set of business rules and as well as an workflows. But if you take about an AI agent, right? So it usually adapts easily to change the business situations by using and analyzing the data and communicating and interacting with it and try to provide a proper what would be the next set of actions. And it is you can consider this AI agent as a digital coworker, not as a kind of an automation task, because it will not execute as a task. It usually interact with the business users and communicate with the stakeholders, and it will help you to drive the business outcomes very effectively. If you take about the future, right? Like many of the organizations right now, they are like under lot of pressure actually to reduce the cost and as well as to work more with the existing resource, right? To overcome that, if you see the organization's business rules and other things, right? Definitely without a manual effort, it cannot be achieved or something like that in that situation now. But in that case, if you could see the traditional ERP system right now in Dynamics 365 Finance and Operation, even though it has an ability to manage the transactions and data, okay, still it needs some of the human interventions to make sure that to make the process happen or to make the process move forward, right? Human interventions is required. This is where the AI agents are coming in place now, to take care of finance and operations across finance, procurement, and as well as in supply chain operations, where AI agents communicate with them very frequently and then take decisions, take the business holders' decisions, and then give a proper output and to automate and make decisions on it. If you could see the future ERP system nowadays, it is like having a system of record where it is like just a kind of managing the systems, and having the transaction storing in a database. Instead of that, it is now moving to a system of actions where agents can perform and take out their actions very effectively. This is what is happening about agents and then future of ERP. If you could see the evaluation of enterprise intelligence, right? So basically, earlier it was an automation where some certain set of rules, predefined rules and workflows and everything was being there. So it is a kind of a manual work wherever it is required to automate the process or to set the specific rule or to set the specific actions. You need that manual work to be happening. From their automation, we move to an Copilot. So that is nothing but an AI assistant actually. So it gives you the recommendations and it follows your command and it gives you the output and it suggests what can be done. It can be like an assertive, but it cannot take any actions or something on the Copilot. But if you see the AI agents moving forward, right, it understands you. It even understands the business, what exactly they need actually nowadays. It mainly focused on the outcomes, what needs to be executed with a minimal human intervention. I'm not saying here without a human intervention we can achieve an AI agent. It's required only to take an action or accept or confirm that human intervention is required. Apart from that, remaining everything we can configure it. We can make sure that AI agents are processing that and give you the better solutions for it. This is about that evaluation of the AI agents. Let's move to the next one. I think Sahana will take care from here.
So, hi everyone. So we went a brief about what is AI agent now. So there are different type of AI agents in the market. So if you see, if each agent will be having a purpose for that. So if we generalize in three different categories, we can see like there are retrieval agents, task agents, autonomous agents, everything. So let's go to the retrieval agents. What do you, if you take ERP data or whatever, if you take in a general thing, there is a set of data. You just have to query it. You have to drive the insights from that, or you have to just get the answers for that. So these kind of agents come under the category of retrieval agents. So you guys are already using GPTs or whatever the cloud everything. Next, if you come to the task agents, so here also, if you see, there is just a prompt. You are going to form a prompt. You're going to give the agent a prompt. So it is only going to give a small task done for you. So when you come to the advanced level of this, you can see the autonomous agents. So this kind of agents, what it does is it reads the data, it take the decisions, and again it performs the actions. Whatever the perform action it has taken, again through the feedback it's going to repeat the actions. So it is autonomous when you compare the two different agents back then. So this is kind of an agent which can do lot of tasks and which can be helpful for us. So under this we can see Microsoft Dynamics have released different kinds of agents for us. So for Dynamics 365, so one of them is supplier communication agent. So if you see a day-to-day life of a procurement team, whenever a purchase order is created, so until that should be confirmed, then change request should happen. It should be like communicated with the vendor, and you have to get the delivery of the items. Then the purchase order is finalized. So if you see, there are a lot of inbound and outbound communication happens. So every time a vendor sends a mail, procurement team has to go that, read that mail, get the insights from that. Then their team has to map that data to the purchase order. So if you take a manpower for this, it takes a lot of time and effort to do that. So in order to overcome this, Microsoft has released a supplier communication agent. So it's a kind of agent which is going to handle all the inbound and outbound supplier interactions. So which helps us to reduce manual effort and which in return will accelerate purchase order processing. So there are two main key features of this supplier communication agent. One is automated follow-ups. Then next things where what happens in this automated follow-ups is, so suppose you have created a purchase order, so it has not yet confirmed, and suppose there is a purchase order. which is delayed. So this kind of all the purchase orders is tracked by the agent, and email is drafted for this, and email is ready. So you can just go review that mail and send it to the vendor. There is also another key feature of this agent, that is email processing. So whatever the mail comes from the vendor, this agent is going to see that, analyze the data, get the key data from that. It's going to give us the suggestions. Only when we apply the suggestions, it is going to take and mark it against that purchase order. So let's see the architecture, how this happens. If you can see this, this is the normal flow. So suppose the flow starts from, you create a purchase order, you wanted an item or something. So what in general we do, we go and communicate with the vendor for the purchase. Then vendor is going to confirm that purchase order. Later, whatever the request change, he may say that he can't deliver the items, or he can split out the quantity, like I can deliver these many items on particular day, the remaining items on another next day. And this kind of or he may also say that the items are not in the stock, he may cancel the purchase order. So many different scenarios are there, and all the request changes happens against the purchase order. Next, if you come there, there may be he has confirmed the purchase, but still on the day of the delivery the items are not yet delivered, there is a delay. So there are so many different scenarios. To handle all these scenarios, supplier communication agent helps us. So if you see the flows, in previously, if this was a manual effort where procurement team used to go to the purchase order, collects all the unconfirmed or confirmed purchase orders, and they used to manually go chase the orders. They used to manually type a mail for a vendor saying the it is not yet confirmed. Right now, what we can do is we can configure the agent, and it is going, we can set the criteria and days, everything we can set according to the business requirements. So this agent is going to take that criteria, go to the purchase orders, take all the purchase orders, then this agent is manually, it's going to draft the mail. There's also option for automatically sending that, but as we wanted to keep the human in between to review it, we can have the access to just draft it, and we can add extra data, or we can just remove the data. Whatever we need, we can do that, and we can directly send it. We don't have to draft it manually. Then if you come, okay, now the communication has been made to vendor. He is going to confirm that his mail is again came back to F&O. Let's see. I don't want to go to the every single mail. I don't want to mark it against a purchase order. I just wanted to go to the agent. I have configured the agent. So that agent is going to read every single mail of the vendor. It's going to give the suggestions or whatever the vendor is asking us to do. So the agent is going to pick up the key details. It's going to mark against the purchase order. I just go to the dashboard. I will see what are the changes is done. If I'm fine with that, I'm going to apply the changes. It's a button click away. I'm going to click the button. If I'm not fine with the purchase order, I'm going to ignore it. Then all these scenarios is handled there. Suppose there is a purchase order delay. For that also, I can configure the agent. It's going to pick all the agent is going to pick all the delivery agent delay everything. Again, I'm going to not manually do anything. It's going to draft the mail. I just review it and send it. It's so simpler, and it's so effective, and time. It's not much time consuming also. I just handle the dashboard. Rest everything my agent is going to do for me.